Kinda Funny Studios is brought to you by Deus Ex Mankind Divided, now available on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. This new, critically acclaimed entry into the Deus Ex universe once again has players taking on the role of Adam Jensen with an all-new arsenal of state-of-the-art weapons and augmentation. See what all the excitement is about at DeusEx.com. Nick.
Yes.
What's your topic on this beautiful set you made?
One of the fun things about the set is that we got to decorate it. And this just happened to be one of those rare coincidences in life where it's kismet. In that I was having
the Superman character?
Yes, exactly. Tim and I were having lunch with my parents down at Comic-Con. And my mom mentioned, hey, we still have all your old toys. Would you like them? And when my mom says that, what she really means is I'm going to throw them out.
Get your shit out of the house.
Get your shit out of the house.
She was like, we have a big Darth Vader thing.
Yeah.
That's what the quote was.
So I was like, yes, I want them because we're building this set. And I think it'd be awesome to maybe decorate some of the set with some of my old toys. And also, please don't throw them out. So called my brother and said, yo, mom's going to drop off. He was actually going to drive the truck up with all the set components.
Yeah.
Like 2 days later, they were loading it. So I'm like, this might work out perfectly. Now, granted, it stressed Matt out a lot because I didn't exactly tell him what was happening. She just showed up with him. It was kind of fun. And then she was already mad because she didn't get a hold of him, but she didn't try. It doesn't matter to her. Long story short is they brought all my toys up, and I thought I'd share some of those with you.
Oh,
starting with some of the ones that are on the set right now, which you can see. Right here are all my Ninja Turtles, right? So you've got Casey Jones, Splinter's behind him over here.
But Splinter doesn't have his outfit. He's just a naked rat.
Yeah, he's butt naked.
Nobody actually has Splinter's outfit. That thing gets lost week 2, max.
Why are you making him naked?
That's how everyone's Splinter looks.
My
as far
Splinter
as I'm
was
concerned.
mid-condition, sir.
Can you cut
if I
this?
sent down,
Splinter.
if I went into my dad's attic and got my big Ninja Turtles bag, I'd have a Splinter right all set to go.
Now, it's funny because your memory, they say when in crimes, you can't really eyewitness reports not that great, right? Because your memory is different. You remember things differently. I remember having all of the Ninja Turtles, like the original Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah.
What I didn't realize until I unpacked them was that I had the original
Leo,
the original Donatello, the original
the
original
Leo,
Raph, the original Michelangelo,
Mikey,
and some weird ass
Jank Donatello.
That's way bigger than the other ones.
That I can't even explain.
knockoff version of Donatello.
Fucks up.
I think he kicks or something.
Look at his face.
Oh, he like winds up.
That's that's like the movie. That's like the movie version.
No.
Remember when they put out the movie ones that had like the liver spots on them and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross. What the?
Oh, it swims. It swims.
Maybe he has the swords.
Put him in the paint can.
No, it's gonna
take all the paint
These
off
things
them.
are like, be careful. Don't touch your eyes after this, by the way.
We're not drinking the
something
paint
happens
can.
to this rubber after 20 years that it becomes toxic. Like I went home after we put these on and my whole face was itching. No big deal.
It's probably some ancient fucking disease that you left hide on the toys.
They thought it was gone forever.
All right, let's get to the
I'm gonna keep pointing. So we've got some other stuff. We got some Robotech stuff back there. We got some other stuff originally from the house. But this is the stuff that I didn't put up because I couldn't bear to part with it. These are my G.I. Joes.
Yay!
Also, when your mom said she was going to bring your toys, I did not expect 4 giant crates. And this.
Well, you have to remember also that my brother, Greg, what are you doing down there? What's happening? You're rubbing mint on yourself? Jesus Christ. You got to remember I had a brother, so we had years of collecting these toys. So a lot of these were Matt's as well. Like half of these are probably Matt's because we just, whenever one kid got a toy, the other kid has to inevitably get a toy.
Storm Shadow Mark II.
There you go.
Right here, Storm Shadow Mark II. Now, I noticed that a lot of your guys are wobbly. Oop, I dropped the backpack. Look at them.
I feel so bad for you guys. Like, these were the toys you
Dude, these are fucking awesome. Cobra Officer 1983.
These are... Like, these are the 5-year-old children versions of toys.
I was going to say, look at this guy just touching his dick, and he's got no definition. He's got no articulation.
Small?
Barbecue. They're 3 3/4 inches.
Why?
Because that's the way they are.
I only fuck with 6 inches.
I noticed you had 2 frogmen.
It's a God-given right.
You have 2 frogmen.
I do?
Yeah.
Awesome. Destro, here you go.
Duplicates, you can trade those in.
Yeah, this is the original Destro.
Isn't that amazing? Now, you asked another question, Colin. You said this is where all of the G.I. Joes are, but where are all their weapons?
Yeah, their weapons in there. You have some backpacks, but where are the weapons in the backpacks?
My dad, in an attempt to save all of these toys, kind of brought them together, cleaned them all up, did some surgery on them. So you'll notice some of their legs are actually pretty tight because he put new rubber bands in there, like new rubber washers in there. Found the right size washer, which was amazing. And then separated all of the smaller weapons so they didn't get lost into Tupperware. So I'll grab those right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say then they threw them away or something.
2 Cobra officers.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, one's a Cobra, one's a Viper, and one's an officer.
Just look at the years of
painted
dust
them
on those
differently. The
pieces.
same
Yeah,
mold.
of course. This does blow my mind though. This was like
this was
3
my-
3/4 inches.
this was my
Like,
favorite.
these look like McDonald's.
This was my
toys.
favorite. This is Lifeline. He was the medic, the G.I. Joe medic.
Who's this beautiful
You
baby?
can tell
And his
all the crosses.
Who's this one? Who's this?
These are all the.
Zorana.
Zorana.
Feral cat ladies.
Oh, here are the Ninja Turtle weapons.
What you kept the things that the weapons came on?
I guess I don't know.
So you guys remember that the weapons used to come on these trees and you'd pull them off so it would be.
They kind of look like weapon.
G.I. Joes did not come on these until later.
They look like weapon crates at that point, right? And you could see like the Ninja Turtles having their swords and sais hanging on them.
All right, so
Here's something interesting that I didn't realize until just right now. Is
Yeah.
that if you see this toy above my shoulder right here,
Yeah.
that is what I thought was a Verotech fighter from Robotech. Turns out it's not, because it came with this,
Transformers.
which is a Transformer, which is very weird.
Okay.
I don't know why it has that logo on it. That is clearly
It's Jetfire.
is that Jeff?
Yeah, I love how you have it all like
That's Garwalk. That's one of the configurations of a Verotech fighter.
interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
but again,
yeah, it
this
looks
and this made it a
mid-transformed,
super Verotech fighter.
malfunctioned.
So here's
man,
what
so
here's what I
funny.
respect about your G.I. Joe collection. I have most of these, and I would say, and I have many. You have 2 bats, by the way, as well. Bats were Mars Corporation's robotic soldiers,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, I remember those
Now, what I'm impressed about with this is your G.I. Joe 2 Cobra balance, and you have all the dreadnoughts as well. Which
Oh,
I think
I love
is,
the
which I think is
dreadnoughts were like my
intentional.
favorite
So
back then.
here's one. You have Zartan's in here somewhere. You have Buzzsaw in here somewhere as well.
Is the Baroness in there?
I don't think you have the Baroness.
I think I had the bear. I could have sworn I had the Baroness, but I couldn't.
This is Cobra Eel, I think, right? Yeah, here's another one. Buzzsaw. Snow Job.
Our
This
favorite.
wasn't Paulson.
Rob Paulson.
Rob Paulson.
Yeah.
This was his character.
What a prob.
Snow Job.
See, look, Jetfire.
that
Looks a lot different than that.
Yeah, that Jetfire looks sad as fuck.
Yeah.
That looks like
Serpentor with
you remember in
no
Beetlejuice when Alec Baldwin's face got pulled out.
But here's
and
what I
stuff?
don't understand: is they must have bought the license from Harmony Gold, because look up Verotech Fighter.
Well, I mean, they're mechs that
VF1S.
turn into jets.
It is exactly the same color. It looks exactly the same.
I mean, it's from 1984.
Look, maybe it was beforehand.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe-
Robotech ripped them off.
Jacked.
So I want to pull out a few of the famous G.I. Joes, and I want to see, and Cobra. I want to see if you guys. Well, I'm sure Nick will know.
This is
But
another one of the dreadnoughts.
I have no idea about any of these.
No, God, that's Sergeant Slaughter.
So
Look at
Nick,
that.
Sergeant Slaughter.
you have half of Cutter.
Where's his
What happened
hat?
to the rest of the cutter? It's in here somewhere, I think, in the Tupperware.
This is Stalker Mark 1, right? He came with a boat,
I
didn't
don't
he?
even know the hell that is.
I think he came with like an actual like small boat.
Oh, we have some of the actual vehicles as well.
Lady J.
And Lady Jane.
Look at her little legs. Give her a shake.
Yeah, they're a little loose right now.
They're not supposed to be like that. They didn't
What?
come
What
up
are you doing to Splinter? Are you making him? Is this a wrestling move or a sex move?
No, it's a sex move.
Okay.
It could be. It did look like a power bomb for a while. Then
It's
it
one of my
turned into
favorite
this.
G.I. Joes. Is Dial Tone. Dial Tone was Dial Tone was, and both of his thumbs are broken. Dial Tone, which was when you broke a thumb on a G.I. Joe, it was like the end of the day.
chaos.
I had to like go to bed when I broke a thumb on a G.I. Joe because you're putting weapons that they don't belong. Dial Tone was like a communications expert for G.I. Joe, but I want to find
This guy was my favorite, and I can't remember his name.
Beachhead.
Beachhead, is that what it's
I think
used
this
to-
is
I just
Beachhead.
like the way he
Beachhead.
looked.
Yeah.
Snow Job, Beachhead.
I think this is Beachhead.
Lady J.
So the funny thing, and what you should do with
The
this
Rock.
stuff,
That's what he played.
that's Roadblock.
Roblox, yeah.
What you should do. So there's a really awesome website. It's been up since I was literally in middle school. It's called yojo.com. It's insane how fucking comprehensive it is. These beautiful shots of every one of them from 82 to 94, all angles, all of their weapons, all of their file cards, like different variations. And you can go on, they have this cool thing where it's like, look at, the famous G.I. Joe movie, you look at the inside of the leg and you can see the date from the wave that they're from.
Oh, that's cool.
You start there, and sometimes it's on their butts. For a lot of guys that came with vehicles, it's actually on their asses. And then you look and you can start like narrowing down who the characters are, and then you can look at them, you can see what variation you have, and then you can see what weapons you have with them or whatever. Like this is Beachhead's original backpack for sure.
No shit.
So
86 Hasbro. This one says made in Hong Kong. I'm guessing all of them were.
here's Zartan.
There he is. Look at his belly. It's
But
hanging
this
out.
is the wrong legs. Your dad put the wrong legs on this one.
God
This is not
damn
his
it,
legs.
Dad.
His legs.
God
How
damn
do I
it.
know his legs say G.I. Joe on them? He's a
Dad.
mercenary. He's a bad guy.
Well,
mercenary.
Lou did the best he could. He didn't really watch the original series.
Oh no, this is Beachhead. Actually, I think they're both Beachhead. They might be both variations. That's Beachhead for sure.
I could have swore I had
Look
Storm
at this.
Shadow V1. I had Quick Kick. He's in there somewhere.
You have.
This dude was my favorite. Who the hell was this guy? I
see.
love the way this guy looked.
Oh, it's a technical name. Sci-fi?
Maybe.
I think that's sci-fi. There's sci-fi Mark II. He came with a little satellite dish.
Was this guy's story that he got pulled through like a time warp?
That's cross country, and he's a mechanic.
He looks like he's a fucking Civil War soldier who got like sucked through and then had to keep fighting.
Scooch a little in, because you're profiling, I'm not, and I don't like that. Just come this way. Yeah, there you go.
Do you want me to start the show?
Yeah, can we restart? Is that
What's
possible?
up, everybody? Welcome.
So Nick,
There you go. I like that.
so you know how this is all owned by Hasbro?
Yeah.
So I've been reading Transformers comics forever.
Okay.
And currently the run they've been doing the last couple of years has been fantastic. Of course, they need to fuck that up because they're comic books. So they're like, oh man, we need to have the shared universe thing too. So now there's a freaking comic event coming up called Revolution that all the Hasbro brands are coming together. So Mask, G.I. Joe, Transformers, all this shit is going to be in the same universe. And that bothers me, but I need to deal with it.
These are my Mask toys. Now I know I had Max Striker someplace.
Dude,
but
I remember
don't
these
have
so
them.
well.
Those
My brother
look
had
huge.
so many of these that they're
These
small.
are huge because they would.
Dude, this is so. Oh my god, this is so nostalgic.
They would like. Hold on, this one did something cool too. I think.
Oh my
Fuck,
god,
I can't remember. What do these do? Colin, remember?
What'd you say?
This one transforms. They would
I
just
hope
transform
so.
it into other vehicles.
Yeah, didn't the gun come out when you didn't the wheels move the gun in and out of this? Holy shit.
Give Mike.
What's wrong, Kev?
Just
What?
What
move
does
the
this
drinks?
make you feel? Like, this is ancient shit, right?
Well, it's funny because I had not all like
I'm gonna break this.
those are my Ninja Turtle toys. You know, like the ones he
No,
has up there.
the Ninja Turtles are
yeah,
cool.
and it's just like I got a lot of my toys from garage sales, so
Yeah.
like a lot of this shit's like, oh, I kind of play with that. It's weird that like it came from somewhere.
So I remember this.
Yes!
My mask.
Mask!
Can't push it because it hurts.
That's the first time seeing that.
That's what I used to do.
Dude, I love this. I loved this thing though. Let me.
That's pretty
Do you have
legit.
loose mask figures?
No, they're all in there. I think. Oh, here's some more legs for the Joes.
Dude, I want to do surgery on all these for you and put them all back together. It'll be a fun little thing.
do, that'd be amazing.
And we can match all the weapons up and stuff. So this was my favorite part of this thing is that you would do this and then this thing somehow, yeah, like that. And then you'd.
Ah.
But there's guns here that were attached to the wheels.
Oh,
and when
thank
you would
you.
move the
Thank
wheels,
you.
the guns would like yeah.
Yeah.
I think the gear's broken.
Some micro machines?
That is a micro.
Oh my, no, is it? Oh my god! I remember. I thought micro machines in my head are so much smaller than that.
Micro machines, I think, are a little bit bigger than that.
Okay.
I got
A little bit. They're more wide.
Okay.
Where'd I put my phone? Oh, here it is. I got to send a picture of Dagan to
Mask.
Okay, so those are the G.I. Joe toys, but not to be outdone, she also included my OG Star Wars toys.
Oh,
yeah. Now you have the 77 to 83 line /85. Oh yes,
Do you have Watto?
do.
No, Watto was not in there. So
right,
this
let's-
is there because
Nah,
it's covered in
Watto,
dust. And I wanted to put this on the set, but couldn't find a way. Because it's not as fun. that way, Kevin.
nostalgia, Kevin.
All right, let's move these over. What,
Do you
what
want
is
me to
this?
bust? That's one of the covers for that thing.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to bust them off? You want me to get?
Dude, these you have the straight arm Star Wars toys. Yes. Yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
Bosk.
dun, 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 dun,
Now, I have no idea why I have Bosk. There's a lot of these in here that I don't know why I bought.
You got
Yeah,
two
but-
Wait a minute,
Landos.
so you didn't just buy this and it has all of them?
No,
No,
this
you
is what
would-
you bought this and it came with the
Really?
stickers and you put them on and then you
Wow.
collected them slowly over time.
Right.
You have R5D4.
Why? I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, here's what used to happen. Like, I used to randomly just go to the
Awesome.
mall with my mom, and there would be a new toy, and I knew if I didn't have it or not, right? I'm like, oh, I already have it or not. Right, Boba Fett. That's the bomb right there. That's my most prized possession. Like, he's got a little
like a
lipstick
bitch.
on the back that looks like a dog's dick.
This missile was glued in. It was originally supposed to shoot, and people's eyes were getting poked out with it.
Yeah.
So they glued it in.
Bullshit.
Every one of them.
Dumbass.
Lando looks like a badass. I don't know what happened to his.
Landos.
He used to
You
have
have
a cape.
Greedo.
Hey.
Luke and Obi-Wan, I don't know where their lightsabers are anymore. Their lightsabers just come out of their hands.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
A little thing where it
They were
come
called
out.
telescoping lightsabers.
Yeah.
You have two snowtroopers.
No idea why. I guess I forgot that day that I already had that
Well,
one.
no,
but
that
some
was
people-
the best thing. You could
yeah.
have multiple. I remember all the
Yeah,
foot
yeah.
soldiers I had. Hey, can I get a toy? You already have all the toys. I want another foot soldier.
Now, this
I
is
wanted to
really
be enough
another-
for them to fight.
This is sad.
That's
didn't realize this. Like you're talking
3PO.
yeah,
that's sad.
But that you were just ahead of the curve.
You have Return of the Jedi Luke with his glove.
A New Hope Luke.
Awesome.
Wow.
This might be
Empire.
Luke. Yeah. And then this guy. Who I don't remember him from Star Wars.
No, yeah, he's not a Star
I
Wars
remember him
character.
being a Star Wars character, Dad, but He looks more like
He did
a
the
World
best. Your
War
dad
II
did the best he
character.
could.
He did. We're gonna put him in with GI Joes. They're all fighting people.
Yeah, exactly.
cool.
Fighting for our freedom.
So yeah,
Wherever
there's
trouble.
more, but those are the cream of the
fucking
crop
awesome.
from some of the toys that I used to have.
They're
It's
awesome,
funny.
man.
Oh, no, is this Obi-Wan?
That's Obi-Wan. Yeah, he used to have a little.
Yeah,
cape,
he didn't
too.
have the cloak. Yeah, so the reason his legs look so chunky is because it came with an actual plastic cloak. So did Yoda and some others, and then but people would lose them wherever. And this is the 77. This is the New Hope run, Obi-Wan. So this is pretty cool. This is and you can see here the telescoping lightsaber. Well, you can't really see it in the picture because it's too small. But the lights, instead of putting the lightsaber in their hands, the lightsaber would actually retract into their arms, which is why they were straight.
And
He
then
kind
you
of looks
guys-
like one of those
Why
like
do you
guys
have two
on
Landos?
stilts.
I do.
Who doesn't want two Landos?
I thought it was cooler if they were twins.
They're both 80. No, these are actually different.
One's decoy octopus.
They're both Empire runs, but the dates on the back are one. This one has the dates all on the left leg, and see, this is the cool shit about toys and like why people like go online and document all these things.
You're like an Antique Roadshow right now.
And this one has the dates like the 1980 LFL like marking on the right leg, but the made in Hong Kong on the left leg, which is under the date on this one. So these are somehow different, but I don't know how. Oh no, they're totally different. The mold is different on the belt. This is cool.
Antiques Roadshow, Colin Moriarty going around talking about your Star Wars toys.
These are totally different. I bet you if you we should look as to why they're different. One might have came with a vehicle maybe or something, or with like a best.
going
So
back
where's
to
your
the-
Transformers?
Where are the Ghostbusters?
Nice. Yes. What? Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, the GI Joe vehicles
Same
were
stupidity.
so awesome. Oh, the X30. Give me. Oh yes.
See what I'm saying?
Ben Affleck flew one of those.
I
in
have the
Pearl Harbor.
Chinook too back there somewhere.
Dude,
The
I
one
love
that's
the Cobra Air Force logo with the wings on it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I had all. God, this is so nostalgic.
I know.
GI Joe was the best, the fucking best.
I guess she must have thrown away all of my.
Who's gonna fly this one today? We're gonna put the seal and the eel in here.
All this stuff. She must have thrown away all my Transformer toys. Because I had Optimus. I had the gun. Remember
Megatron?
that? Megatron, but he actually turned into like a full size
Damn,
gun.
really?
That was like this big.
That's crazy.
And
See,
it
that
looked-
was like before my time.
Yeah,
because
remember when it would transform, it would be small enough for Starscream to grab and like
no,
blast people away.
I'm well aware the
This was
Megatron
legit.
turns
It
into
looked
a gun.
like the Duck Hunt gun. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
no. It was like the metal, the diecast metal Megatron. When growing up in the '90s, Megatron wasn't allowed to turn into a gun.
Yeah.
So all of ours was a tank with a freaking bright neon orange thing on the tip of it. So I was so jealous of anybody that had the actual Megatron shit.
Yeah, that was me. It's gone now.
That's so
Probably
sad.
worth at least $5,
Oh my gosh.
maybe 10.
Wow.
don't blame
Well, thanks for sharing.
Thanks for having it. This is awesome.
You're getting like a little look into like 6-year-old Colin's life right now.
What are you
Dude.
going to do with all these toys now?
Store them in the closet, and then eventually, I don't know. throw them away.
restore these.
Give them to Colin to
restore
restore
these.
them. Just we're gonna maybe
Dude,
turn that.
I should bring my GI Joe collection one day. It's asinine how big it is.
I mean, yeah, I guarantee yours puts me to shame.
No, I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm saying like we would probably be able to fill. You have some that I'm missing.
I mean, it blows my mind you have this many.
Dude, you
Dude,
just
I have
collected
probably
them.
6 or 7 times.
That's
this many.
insane. Like I don't like that. Just how?
You just
Why?
when you were a kid, because it was like it was arguably the most popular like cartoon at the time. And you bought into the fucking, you drank the Kool-Aid, man. I don't know. Like every time you'd walk by any toy row, there would be like 30 of them. That's all there was. And then the Marvel stuff started
And they
coming
made
out.
them for 12 years, and there was new ones every year. Like
God,
the coolest thing about buying them, similar to the toys today, I'm sure, is that like you would turn it around and it would show all the wave. But the waves of GI Joes, like in 86, 87, 80, 89, there was like literally like 40 or 50 of them, and they were also cheap. They were $2.50, $2.50, $3,
Really?
$3.50. Yeah, in the
Holy
80s.
shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why you
That's
just,
a game
literally
changer.
it would be like this. We'd walk into like a Thrifty's drugstore, right? Like a pharmacy. Had the scoop ice cream that looked like little cylinders. And I would walk down my mom every day would be like, fine. And we'd go down the toilet and I was allowed to pick out one. But that would happen like every week. So think about that 52 weeks a year.
No, I mean $250. That's totally. I mean, for
yeah, I mean,
Power
in the
Rangers-
80s, it's still like $10.
Oh yeah, Power Rangers
inflation.
were like $6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
GI Joes and Star Wars
$5.99.
toys were cheap too. I mean, and the reason I know that is because I used to look at a lot of and look to buy a lot of like carded Star Wars stuff and carded GI Joes, and so a lot of them still has the price tags on them from Child's World or whatever, or Toys R Us, and like the prices are insane on a lot of these toys in terms of like their cheapness, because even though they were more expensive based on the money in the 80s, they're not as expensive as toys are today by any stretch of the imagination. Like money's not 5 times less valuable. The G.I. Joes wouldn't be, in other words, $10 today. But because even G.I. Joe, or when Star Wars figures came out in 95, 96, when they did the next wave of them or whatever, they were $4.99 at Toys R Us, I remember, and they were, I think, even like $3.99 at Walmart. But then you were paying like $6.99 at KB. But KB had like the rare shit because fewer people bought them there. So that's how I got Leia. Like Princess Leia was really rare, and Obi-Wan was rare. Lando was rare. Stormtroopers were rare. So, but yeah, I have. It's so cool, man, because like I have the Wild Bill. I have a
Good old Wild Bill.
You went in the helicopter, man. That's how they also got you, man. They
I
were
have
like,
a soft spot for these. You have no idea, man. I have a soft spot for these.
you got the Joe, and then did they come with the helicopter, or did you have to buy him separately? Remember, like they had a vehicle. Like you buy the vehicle. Did he come in the vehicle?
Why did Wild Bill?
Yeah.
There was probably a variation. I don't think this was the particular variation that did come with the vehicle. The cool thing was the bigger vehicles came with characters that you could only get with the vehicles. I remember not Tunnel Rat, but one of those guys. Tunnel Rat's an awesome G.I. Joe, but
I love their names.
well, these are like names. Tunnel Rat's like a name from Vietnam or whatever.
What was the medic's name?
That's Lifeline.
Lifeline. That's right.
And there was another medic.
So
There was
good.
another medic later called Stretcher, who was a guy who came with a stretcher. He was like white and blue.
You're like, I'm
that
not
was
using
like
that guy.
88 or
Joe's
89.
either
This is
fucking
the
ride or
original
die.
Snow Serpent. The Snow Serpent came back in like 89 different colors. Came with like a snowboard.
So how
which
does
was pretty cool.
Snow Serpent and Snow Job differ?
I think they're probably fighting each other. One's a Cobra.
Got it.
I want to just.
But I don't remember all these names.
I know
don't
there's
remember all
quick
these
kick
games.
in there.
This is like Hydro Viper or something like that. I'm forgetting some of the names. Bats were cool. Oh, by the way, you have the original Snake Eyes, which is like a really coveted toy.
Oh my God, there he is.
You also just have disembodied legs floating around.
That's probably the legs to the other guy. To that Dreadnought. Dad just put him on wrong. Although maybe Dad just thought the G.I. Joe legs looked better on the Dreadnought.
Exactly. He's playing a little bit game.
We should really start going in and
Customization.
figuring and fixing some of these. It'll be fun. God, man, I loved G.I. Joe for so long. Like I was talking to my brother about where I had TMNT toys and some other toys, but like I was all about Joe for probably 6 or 7 years. Like I bought them, like new. And then my brother, so like the old ones I have from 82, like remember, you might not remember, your brother probably does, and you might have had them at some point. The original run in 82, their arms were straight.
Oh, I don't remember
And
that.
that like kind of more like this, and they're like super rare and worth a lot of money. And then in 83 they started making them like this with like those are legs with like the arms that like curve
Points of
in and stuff like that.
articulation.
Yeah, so those original ones like the original Flint and Duke and all those kinds of guys, are I don't know. I just
Here's what we
I
should
love
do.
Joe. I
You
love
should
Joe.
get your G.I. Joes. We should make sure we label them somehow so we don't get them mixed up because I know they'll kill you. And then you and I should just have a let's play session with them.
That'd be
Where we
awesome.
just let's play with the G.I. Joe.
I love
toys.
that. It's the original Viper.
you go.
Yeah, so I used to just pour over yojoe.com. People should go check that website out. It's so cool. It's like such a really, if you're like a G.I. Joe nerd, it's so cool. People have like all these pictures and all these variations, you can go through all the file cards, which was one of the cool things. I wish I saved all that kind of stuff. And remember when we were at New York Comic Con a few years ago, I was going to the different vendors trying to find like an affordable G.I. Joe on card for like less than $50 because I just wanted to open it.
Why?
Because I
You wanted
wanted
that feeling
that
again.
feeling like one more time.
Oh,
of like,
I see.
Of like
One
opening,
more
but like they
day.
were like they're so valuable, and then I'd feel bad, like
Why?
someone went to Toys R Us in 1986 and bought sci-fi and then like put him on like in a box somewhere, and then I'm gonna come back in 2013 and like fucking rip him out of his box to
They
like
were meant to be
fulfill like a
played with.
childhood fucking
But they're
dream.
meant to be played with. That's the way it goes.
But I
They
do
were
want that
meant to
feeling
be
one more
played
time. Anyway,